Let's just tell you precisely what the situation is right now. Ankit Tyagi, my colleague, joins me and he's got some graphics which he's prepared to tell you precisely what the Jhelum has actually done to the city of Srinagar. Ankit, take it away.
Shiv, if you look at this map that we are trying to show of Srinagar, this is the Srinagar city, and if you see that channel, that is the Jhelum river. The blue line that you see is the Jhelum river, and that's the normal course of the river. Now, Srinagar, if people understand, is like a bowl, and in between now this Jhelum river has flooded. It has breached the embankments and it has flooded the entire city. Now, these areas that you see that are blinking on the screen, these are the worst affected areas in the city. The Badamibagh cantonment, the Rainwari, Novatha, and if you see on this side, the Karan Nagar, Secretariat, Shahid Ganj, all these areas are the worst affected areas. Now, why people are so angry is that of course, between both the sides, whatever the bridges and whatever the construction was to cross over from one side or the other, that has been broken, and the entire effort, the entire focus is on this dry area where the Raj Nivas, where the CM's residence and other places are. There is difficulty of sending the relief material on the other side to all these areas, Jawahar Nagar, Ilaichi Bagh, Shahid Ganj, Secretariat, the Batmalu and the Karan Nagar area. And apart from that, the officials, the concentration of the officials has been on the VIP area, the Raj Nivas and other places which lie on this side of the river. This is precisely what the situation, why the situation is so bad in Srinagar. People even in the main city have not been able to cross over from Jhelum river from one side to other, and the relief material, it's stored on one side in the VIP area near the Secretariat, near the Raj Nivas, and the places which are worst affected on the other side are still waiting for relief.
Thanks, Ankit, for that. Well, emotional scenes are being witnessed at relief camps across the state of Jammu and Kashmir as goodwill pours in, as the armed forces remain committed to not resting for a moment until absolutely nobody is left behind. The huge war for goodwill, the huge war to get everyone to safety has not been won just yet. There's a huge battle left ahead. But for the military in Jammu and Kashmir right now, long regarded as the aggressors, this has been a massive success in terms of goodwill. Take a look.
Perceived and projected by politically motivated groups for years as aggressors and the enemy in Jammu and Kashmir, the flood fury in the state has turned the tide. Because on the ground, the only hope for thousands of stranded Kashmiris has been the armed forces. The Army, Air Force and Navy for over a week have conducted the most astonishing humanitarian operation, rescuing close to 50,000 people, with hundreds more being brought to safety every day. High-tempo operations against severe odds have been conducted round the clock to ensure that every last person is saved and that there is no rest until nobody is left behind in the flood.
हम पिछले 4 दिनों से फंसे हुए हैं एकदम बिल्कुल बेबसी की हालत में। हम इंडियन आर्मी के बहुत शुक्रगुजार हैं कि उन्होंने वक्त पर आकर हमें हमारी जान बचाई।
It is only the armed forces and air force that has protected us and we are now living. But unfortunately, there is not a single person of state administration. There must be 10,000 people stranded in Rajbagh, Johar I was evacuated. Yes.
Emotional scenes are being witnessed at relief camps across the state. The goodwill pours in, even as the armed forces remain committed to finishing the task at hand.
And let me assure you that we are going to continue with this Operation Megh Rahat till everyone is pulled out and is rescued.
With the flood waters receding in Srinagar and other parts of the state, is it possible that deep-seated fears and prejudices towards the armed forces may be dissipating as well? And will this flood of goodwill last? Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
Even the armed forces perhaps haven't really been prepared for the huge amount of welcome, the open arms, the goodwill and the gratitude that they've received in Jammu and Kashmir. Joining me now to tell us what he thinks about this turning tide, Colonel V.N. Thapar, the proud father of Kargil martyr Vijayan Thapar, and a person who has instilled in his life military pride all through the years, is with us. Colonel Thapar, privileged to have you with us this evening. What do you make of this, sir? You know, village after village, town after town, where people are being rescued. You know, there are emotional scenes where people are saying, you know, we've been abandoned and the only people helping us are the armed forces.
Well, first of all, our feelings reach out to all the Kashmiris,
yes,
who are in distress today and wish we could do more than what we have done so far. Having said that, as a serviceman, ex-serviceman, I feel very proud that the effort of the armed forces engaged in this very critical operation,
yes,
have been appreciated, and it has brought about the goodwill that should have been generated long ago. It is agreed that this kind of a tragedy was
yes,
not foreseen. This is a tragedy beyond the imagination of the people. But such tragedies do happen, and let me tell the nation and the people of J&K that they will never find the armed forces wanting in their...
You know, as you said, Colonel Thapar, you know, there has been Operation Sadbhavna by the army, you know, in the Kashmir Valley to actually get more, you know, goodwill, you know, and it's unfortunate that, you know, it is in these circumstances that we're seeing these emotional scenes, and we, you know, and we pray for those who've suffered. But on the other hand, the silver lining, you know, probably is that this is an opportunity to build on this goodwill in the Kashmir Valley and in the rest of the state, is it not?
No, of course, it is not with a selfish motto.
Yes.
But it is with a wholehearted,
absolutely,
you know, feelings for the people of the valley that all this is being done. Let me also tell you that the servicemen over there are doing their bit, more than their bit. And the ex-servicemen like me over here are trying to do their bit by contributing some financial help through the ex-servicemen's league,
yes,
so that we can at least do our bit to them. And this is a very sad occasion, and the thing is not over as yet.
Yes.
This is only the part where rescue is required.
Absolutely.
After this, the major portion, rehabilitation, which is going to take months and months, that is where the army will build upon its goodwill that it has generated. And
that is something we definitely look forward to. Thank you very much, Colonel Thapar, for joining us on this special message that we wanted to send out. And nobody could have, you know, really put it better than you. You gave out a commitment here on Headlines Today to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. You will never find the Indian Armed Forces soldier or officer wanting in his or her commitment to making sure that people are at peace, safe and secure in the Kashmir Valley after this absolutely horrific natural tragedy. Thank you very much, Colonel Thapar.